Studio sessions, we just start the day. OGGO grown lifestyle play. Pull up a chair, let the world fade away. Coffee or tea, come in, come stay.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. We good? We good? Hello. Welcome to the show. What's up, Big Nug? Miss K, growing old. Cheers, everybody. Just like that, we're off to a good start. Oh, go legs in the house. Who else do we got in here? Hit me with the comments. Hit me with the hellos. It is Thursday, May 14th. Just like that, guys. Just like that. We are almost halfway through May. You guys got anything planted? You got anything going on? What's going on today? Tell me now, Big Hug. We'll wait for a few more people to get on in here before we play our famous game there. But definitely welcome to the show. I see Beast Grows firing it up for us, throwing up a couple gorillas. Yeah, we'll get to those in just 1 minute. Guys, I heard something about something. Maybe we have a little special guest coming up today. And by special, I do mean fantastic. Yes, this guy is, hey, maybe you've heard of him. He's a bit of a legend. But hey, that's just when he feels like he's going to pop on up. I think he's probably dabbing it up, doing his thing. Hillbilly Nihilist, welcome to the studio session. Yep. Growing through change. Yeah, we're growing through some change, I guess you could say, yeah. And we're going to keep growing through some changes too. We are absolutely enthralled about them. Clear conscious this morning. We had some things happen yesterday in our family that were a long time coming, and by all means, tough to go through, but nevertheless, waking up this morning with a fresh set of eyes, knowing that a few of our pets have made it to a better place, and by all means, we are happy. We are happy to let them get there. So cheers, everybody. I think today's episode is just kind of, I don't know, it should be dog related or pet related. I think it's cool. I think that those types of, those types of relationships certainly deserve to be honored and valued and talked about and remembered. So guys, let's hear it. Let's hear some names of some dogs that you've absolutely loved along the years. Or maybe you had a pet iguana, or maybe like an avid ant farm connoisseur. You know, those are pets too, I guess, if living under care and control. I think that's most certainly a pet. So cheers, everybody. Good morning. Yeah, it is a beautiful day here, Thursday, May 14th, and we're gonna just be doing a lot of fun stuff around here in the shop today after the show does go on. So Hillbilly, what's up with you? Beast, I got a chance to see you for about 4 seconds. Then I had to sign in here. Do apologize for a little bit of a late start. We had some technical issues. StreamYard was StreamYard, and I said, hey, what about getting it together here? So 7 days since I had, oh, there we go. Eeyore, what a beautiful name, Eeyore. And Ironese too. Come on, that's a perfect name for a big old dog like that. Wow, Eeyore, cheers. Yep, guys, it's tough. It seems like it's that season. I'm sorry, everybody. Our dogs did an amazing job for us there, and of course, we are so sad to see them go. But it happens, guys. I'm gonna bring him up right now because he just popped in. What's going on? Growing old. I got a little bit of a lag in my system here this morning. I do apologize for it. You're like half here, half not. Where are we here? Can you hear me now? Hold on. Guys, I do apologize. I don't know what's going on here. Let's try this again. Jeff, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't see you. Have you popped up on the stage on your side yet?
On my side, it says yes.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know what's going on here. We might have to just ask you to just reset it. I don't know what's going on.
I'll just type it in. I'll type it in, and then it should work.
But yeah, let's go. Let's go again. I don't know what's happening here. I can't see you on the screen, but I can hear you. And then it's saying that you've been added to the stage, but it's showing you. So let's try this again. There we go. Yes, Miss K. It's not on our side though. This morning, StreamYard has been exceptionally slow. And on that note, like kind of spotty. I had to actually sign into my account twice just to get my own camera to actually work. So let's see what happens here with Uncle Jeff. I know we've got not that great of a Wi-Fi signal happening around here. So I may even have to throw up a little Slim Flower grow off reminder here and just kind of run around, shut off some Wi-Fi on some other devices. Because yeah, it seems like we're having a little issue today. So we'll try it again. No problem at all. You probably recognized his voice, didn't you, Miss K? Or maybe you guys can hear. Yo, Yellow Skunk, welcome to the show, top dog. Cheers, buddy boy. There's a legend right there, Yellow Skunk. I would love to do an episode with you when the time is right. So here we go. Boom, we'll throw that one, of course. And let's do a double banger here today. Boom. Are you hydroponics curious? Yes, I did. Yes, okay, yeah, you recognize this voice. Hey, we'll try it again, guys. All I can say is it's a studio session. So you guys enjoy yourselves, girls, everybody. We are having a good. So what don't I just run around I'll run around the studio here quick, and I'm just gonna shut off some things. But in the meantime, let's hear you guys looking at this here Slim Flower grow off. All right, I'm just gonna run around, like I said, shut off all this Wi-Fi. I don't know what's going on here. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties on a Thursday morning. Yeah, we'll just shut off everything. Too many Wi-Fis. There we go. Those are both off. Boom. We'll try that one. Now I'm seeing Jeff in the studio again. It might be a unplug the toaster or plug it back in. Always hydro curious. There we go. Growing old still here with us. I'm gonna bring this one down. Yep. Okay. We had a little bit of Slim Flower growth info right there. Let's try this yet again. Come on now, guys. Fingers crossed. What's happening here? I don't get it, Jeff.
Is it, are you on the full screen and I'm not?
It could be that.
There
Boom.
it is.
Boom. There we go.
Look at me.
And you know what's funny is that I never had the problem. Whoa! There we go.
Oh,
Now, what's funny
here,
about that is that I've literally never had a problem with the automation of me adding you to the stage, right?
It's me.
So is it because it's you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, it's like, oh, they're trying to team up with. Let's fuck with them.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, typically that's how it goes. So it's good to see you, man. Thank you for deciding to hop up with me. You're looking very, very fresh in your OGGO shirt there. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, and I knew eventually we were going to do something, and so I had to. I don't want to have I don't want to outbeard you, so I.
Oh yeah. That's. I was encouraging you to outbeard me here, man. This is great. What an awesome time it is to have you here in the morning. How's your day going, dude? It's fucking early for you.
It's like 5:40 in the morning here.
Yeah. Getting Uncle Jeff out of bed early to come do a show with me. Shit.
No, it's fun. It's fun stuff.
It is. Well, I really appreciate you wanting to hop up here with me and just sit and kick it for a while. Yeah, it's a studio session. We hey man, this is about it. Just sitting, chatting, having a coffee. You got a coffee or what's in the mug there this morning, growing old?
It's tea, and then I mix local bee pollen inside of it.
Very nice. Getting a little bit of your what is it? Your allergen level up if you consume them.
Yeah, I mean it's the allergy has been this year been terrible, but then I've been working with there's all sorts of pollen flying around, especially like here and then
yeah, you're rich with pollen, aren't you?
You know what I'm saying? And then here when we go walking, we walk the dog. Of course, we go out and we go out in the forest and those pine trees, man. You wouldn't believe the pollen that they just put out.
Oh wow.
If you park under one, you come back and the whole hood of your truck is yellow. Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, well, we have a lot of pine and spruce trees kicking around our property, and I got to tell you, the bees really, really, really appreciate it. It's
Oh yeah.
it's crazy to see the numbers that they come out in. It's fantastic to see them go that.
Uh-oh. I guess it'll just be me for now. You know what? If I'm still on um out there in the chat, maybe Andrew and I should do something like on a Friday or a Saturday night if you guys
Yeah.
come out and hang out. I'm just selling us, Andrew.
Oh, no worries, man. You're doing a fantastic job. I know you can hold down a show for you and me with no problem. No
Well,
problem at all. Yeah.
that's the cool thing. I mean, you and I are like we don't even notice when the other guy leaves. It's like, oh, he's gone. Oh,
our wives sure loving seeing us get together and
yeah,
do a show like this. They'll say, "Oh
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
these two will be gone for a couple hours now."
yeah. And at least this time we didn't toke it up before. So yeah.
Why, Jeff? What happened? What happened last time? You
That's
feel free to tell everybody because the shit's
yeah, man. That
hilarious.
the last time it was. We sat there. We were backstage my show, and all of a sudden it was like, let's just do one before. And we're sitting
You're
there,
like,
and two men. You got your eyes staring, and who's going to quit breathing first? And then the music started playing because Wendy started the show, and I'm like, holy cow. And then when the show hit, that's when that dab just went bam. And I'm like, yeah. And I will say, whenever I go over to your Discord and you and I do that over there, yeah, I have to sit down, man. So when he says I'm not allowed to play with you anymore.
Party in the Discord. Yeah, if you want to be productive over on that side, you have to make sure you're in a piece of heavy equipment, or you're driving to like work or something. Other than that, we might get you popping packs. Like, you never know what's gonna be happening over on that side of town. So yeah, it's absolutely hilarious. Miss K, cheers. She's heading off to work here, getting ready for work. I
Miss
see
K.
Big Nug chilling out there with us. Growing old, I really appreciate you just wanting to like hop up and kick it with me here this morning. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you didn't have a live last night, correct?
No, I don't. I won't have a live for 2 weeks. So I was asking the chat if maybe you and I should do something some night. Friday night, a Saturday night, a Wednesday night.
What do y'all think out here in this chat room? Guys, would you want to see me and Growing Old do a superhero team up yet again, but like late night style? I love it. I'm down, dude. You know I'm always down to work with you. But no, I figured. Well, last night was kind of a rough one for Mrs. OGGO and I, and of course, we were just in the mood to kind of and take it easy. So, I was like, oh shit, I'm missing Jeff's show. I was literally thinking, I'm like, damn it, we should be tuning in. And then I was like, hold on, Wendy's on vacation. So, hey, what's going on, German Hydroponics? Cheers, good to see you. Right on, right on.
And one thing, Andrew, the thing to realize is that this is all fantasy. Real life, I mean, as fun as this is, real life should always trump this. So
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I tell that to tunes into the show, if they ever apologize for missing it, or if somebody
Right.
says, "Oh, I'm sorry," I'm saying, "No, no, no, man." There are things that you were doing in your day that required far more attention than I did. So, by all means, you do you, and look out for your health and your safety and your family and your finances. All of that stuff you got to do what you got to do to make it right for you. So, yeah, by all means, it's I totally get you there, right? Real life does in fact beckon. It never
Right.
stops, and it's best to observe it and shut off YouTube if you have to, I guess. So,
Yeah, because um this is a place to come, and that's why like it should be here, and it always is. And the
yep,
way it should be on my lives is this should be a place to come, relax, um, enjoy the brotherhood, sisterhood, fellowship, whatever you want to call it. Just kind of relax, and then say, okay, now I got to put on my boots and go face the real world again. So,
yep.
that's why, yeah, I'm sorry. It must have been that dab.
Yeah, you're good, buddy. You go on any riff, any tangent you ever feel like you want to. That's part of the reason why we even like that Sunday service that's going to continue to be a staple for us. Again, non-religious, non-denominational, but certainly spiritual. We want to include as many people as we can and realize all together. Ghost Girls, what's going on? Welcome to the show. Yeah, and just kind of realizing and talking together. It's a spot to just let last week go. There's a certain amount of mental fortitude that comes with being able to just set something down that's been causing you problems and get excited about something that you have to look forward to. And that's really the reason for the Sunday service. And of course, just talking positively about ourselves and each other, those types of things, those are instrumental in building a happy, healthy community, and we have to actually say it out loud and give pause and moments for those types of activities. And if we don't, it's gonna you can start to see it when people aren't communicating properly and when people aren't taking care of their mental health. Certainly see the effects in every direction. And so, with this channel, of course, we love growing. We want to be in our gardens as much as we can. Again, something that's really, really awesome for our mental health. But healthiness comes from far more than just being in the garden. So, there's a lot more to it than just planting some seeds and hoping that it all works out,
Right. Right.
So, yeah.
And I was thinking while you were talking there about um how much I look forward to um like the morning shows, the Sunday service, and stuff like that. I think it's cool, and it's like I don't want to talk about the bad things, but like I got up on that Saturday morning, and maybe I'm the jinx for you there, Andrew, because
You're good.
that Saturday morning, that was my interview that was coming up.
Right.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, so maybe YouTube attacked you because
Nah.
that's Jeff's interview. So, but
No,
yeah,
man,
I mean,
how many times have you and I talked about it now? Those things keep happening for us and not to us, dude. You know what I mean? As a result of that action, we now have reformulated everything that we are doing around here, and Growing Pains with her heck to announce it gets its own channel. Boom. We get to go have
boom.
a whole podcast channel just for that show, both in real life and the online versions. And of course, we had well over 60 episodes of our in real life version already done. And so now Jax is just going back through and re-releasing those onto our new updated,
Oh hell yeah.
and just kind of divvying out the content from our old channel, right? We were smart enough to obviously back everything up that we did, minus the lives, which is okay, because as long as we're live, we're gonna be coming on in here doing this sort of entertainment, you, me, and everyone else, right? We don't necessarily have to even remember that we've done on our lives. But yeah, all of our published content and all of that stuff we had backed up. So by all means, it was actually a blessing to kind of just get to. We're gonna kind of re-deliberate everything that was going on. Right, we had a whole bunch of stuff on one channel, and now thankfully we're going to divvy it out into 3 channels. Well, possibly 4, and that means 4 times the amount of content. So, yay! I think that's fucking awesome because we did a lot of work over the last 18 months, and there was no way we were gonna let something as small as say an upset like that, we're not gonna let that roll through us at all. We'll roll right over top of that.
And that's a good lesson, I think, for all of us is, and I always talk about it, like back when we got our strikes, people were like, "Hey, we'll put a show on for you," and it's like, nah, the universe has told me that I need to either slow down. There's something I got to get done, and you get it done. And I
Yep.
think here the universe has said, "Hey, because you're a whole lot more energetic, and everything because you don't have the pressure of the 2 strikes." Is like, holy cow, I could come out here and I could say one word and they could axe me. And it's like, what?
So true.
Yeah,
so true. You're just you're dangling off off a cliff at that point, and they're ready to just go shing.
So
and let you
out
free
there in the
fall into
chat,
the abyss.
And if you're watching, just listen to the universe. I mean, you
Yeah.
can look at it, and you can either. One of the things I've learned from a lot of the experiences I've been through is you can complain about it, or you can say, okay, let's just move on and let's look positive and so that's kind of, I mean, I fall back into the negativity, but you always got to be positive. I apologize for rambling.
No, dude, I'm loving this, bro. This is the essence of these conversations, and honestly, we've had a lot of people like personally come to me and they're like, "Hey, I heard you were maybe thinking of doing a show with Growing Old or a couple shows with him," and I was like, "We're always, me and him are always thinking of something. We talk a lot,
right?
But like." To make this happen, and you know what I mean, like this is not supposed to be a specifically tailored show to talk about one subject or any subject, in specific. We can just bounce around, enjoy each other's company, and interact with the crowd here. I am seeing Canada's #1 podcast producer right here in the house with us, and she's been doing a killer job. I mean, guys, everybody out in the audience should give it up for OGGO Jack. She's listening along, and she's the real deal. And there you go. Wendy's on the other side. She's our counterpart down there in the States, the US's #1 podcast producer. So I think that I hope someday the 2 girls end up doing a podcast together.
Oh, well, I don't know.
I don't know how it would happen.
I've thrown that out to Wendy. I said, "Hey, you can," and she's like, "Nah, I'm fine right here."
Yeah, exactly. Jax is the same. Jax is like that.
She likes being on that side of the camera.
Yeah, she might just put up cue cards to say to you, which you then say to Wendy, which Wendy then answers with cue cards.
Right.
It might be a little bit of a difficult conversation, but we could do it. Yo, Thurgood, we got Donkey. Oh man. Why Cuba? If I said it wrong, I apologize. What's going on there? Welcome to the show, everybody. We got the legendary Growing Old. Uncle Jeff decided he wanted to come on over to the OGGO side of town this morning, and we were doing it, sipping some coffees. He's up way too early, and I'm of course just lucky to have him here with me. So hell yeah.
Only thing better would be if I was sitting there with you.
Yep. And how's everything going for you this morning? I mean, were you up? Like I messaged you. I knew I was messaging you pretty early, so I was kind of like, I was not too abrasive in my approach. I was like, "Hey, you down?" Kind of. I was like,
I was already up. I just moved kind of slow, and then you called, and then I saw your text after that. But yeah,
It's
oh
all
no,
good.
and you can call anytime.
Oh yeah, well I saw you with your headphones on right when I
Right?
FaceTimed you, right? And I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
because
he's getting
I was
ready.
I was getting ready for your
Send the
show.
link.
I was going to listen in, and you're like, "Well, hey, how about if I send you a link?" And I'm like, "Well, hey, let me change my
Let's
shirt."
go. Dress up like a gorilla. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well,
No, man,
you
that's
can't come
fun.
on
That's fun as
you
fuck.
can't come on your show and not be, you know,
Gorilla
wearing
out, baby.
the proper kit.
Someday, I think someday we're gonna have a. We'll do some fun little game around here. We'll say count the gorillas.
Oh, there you go.
And whoever counts them all up properly, we'll make sure to like really sneak a couple extra ones in around the screen, so you really gotta pay attention.
Right.
But it'll be
Right.
good. We'll do something like that for damn sure. Hell yeah, Thurgood, what's going on out there? Thurgood's been rocking those strength trainers for an absolute minute now, and yeah, that's I know he's loving them. We got a lot of other people out there in the audience doing their thing with the GST clips. And on that note, growing old, I be headed to Grow Up this year in Toronto. So I don't know if we have any Canadian people listening out in the audience.
Ooh.
Anybody that's considering going to Grow Up, if you find me there, hit me up, and I will have a few little goodie bags for people that if they recognize me from the screen, they may just want to say, "Hey, I recognize you from the YouTube," and I will say, "Hey, here's a little baggie of goodies for you. It'll have some GST clips in it, the Gorilla Strength Trainers, and maybe some slaps and some other fun little doodaddies." So yeah,
Hey,
what's up with that? What's up?
Andrew, what is Grow Up?
Grow Up is it's a convention. I mean, it is by itself. Like, I believe Grow Up is its own like standalone convention, right? Like, it's an actual business model in and of itself. But basically, it's a spot for industry owners, CEOs, consumers, growers, anybody that has or any interest in the realm of cannabis can get over there. It's an in-person event. It's a lot of fun. Like, I'll be seeing, like, last year I got to meet up with Justin from Green Planet. I got to chat with him for a while, and a bunch of the people in his booth. Fantastic group of people over at Green Planet. Our gang from Quality Horticulture. They are, again, absolutely brilliant group of people. I got to meet Dirk, the owner of Lost Coast Plant Therapy, and we really hit it off. So I might even be able to do either an online or an in real life podcast with him if I get to see him this year again. And then our guy Jeff, owner of Microbial Glass out BC, he was at the event, so I got to sit and chill with him. And then, of course, so many of my friends from Instagram. We had the was it Cone Factory. They were there. There's a bunch of different bong cleaner companies, all like, you know what I mean. Like, it's just there's food companies.
It's like
it goes on and on and on. So yeah.
It's like Canadian BizCon.
Yeah, it's just like MJ BizCon. Yep, exactly. Yep. That's basically, so we also have the Lift Expo. So there's Lift and there's Grow Up. Those are our two kind of big premier, like, globally known events there. And we do get people coming from all over, North America and the world to showcase their products. Lift is also a pretty big event. It's right in the core of Toronto typically. So like last year it was at the convention, no, not the convention center. Like, it was right at the Sky Dome in that convention center. So it was like basically downtown Toronto, which parking can be a bit of a prick, but hey, you figure it out when you get there. And then the other one was at the Metro Convention Center, and that's, huge building, but kind of out in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, it's really cool. And like I said, last year too, I smoked up with Remo. Me and Remo got to sit at his booth there. He was the only one that had the foresight to put his booth outside. And boy, was he a genius for that, because while everybody else was inside trying to do their thing, he had every single person that wanted to consume sitting at his booth. And he was just, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's Remo. So you know
Yeah.
that he's chiefing the whole time.
Oh
Just go,
yeah.
go, go. And me and him got stoned to the bone. I had gotcha bong in my backpack there. It's really cool too, being Canadian. Obviously, we've got it. It's pretty lax around here. You know, there's certainly no issue with going to a convention and consuming in the given consuming areas. And everybody knows there's to be some smoke and there's edibles and there's all kinds of stuff, but nobody gets butthurt about it. The cops don't bother. It's righteous. You know what I mean? Like, and then on top of that, you get like last year, for instance, Misfits and his better half there were both invited to talk at the convention, and she's an IPM specialist, and so she had a little, you know, her 15 of chatting up on stage about IPM management. She's a fantastic woman, fantastic
Wow.
grower. So yeah, shout out to her.
Wow.
She got to do her little thing there. That's what we love about it though. Like, people get invited. They also do like the influencers of the year. They do like best new inventions of the year, any grow equipment. They try to showcase that. And us OGGO, of course, we just want to get present at those events before before we can make any sort of real, like, say, getting any sort of award or getting any sort of nomination. You have to just go and at least showcase what it is that you do and build. And so that's what I'm doing there. June 2nd is my date. We'll have a little early birthday party with everybody at Grow Up there, Growing Old. So yeah, if you're ever up here, you should come.
Heck yeah. Hey, can I bring up something else that
Of
I
course,
caught from what you were
by
talking
all
there?
means, go ahead.
Like like my better half, Wendy. I mean, we were out in the greenhouse because I got to get stuff potted and stuff. She's like, boy, girl, boy, boy, she's just going to town, and I'm like, wow. So it's great having a a partner, a spouse, a better half that, I mean, she helped put together the greenhouse because she was an aircraft mechanic at one time.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
and then she can sex plants. And then you're mentioning Misfits and his better half, and his better half being an IPM specialist, which runs and helps his business or their business. I mean,
Yep.
that just shows the importance of your spouse. And even if your spouse wasn't involved in it, there's still that support behind you. So
100%.
yeah.
100%, dude. And like, even okay, so like, it's interesting too, because it's not even necessarily like, say, for my wife, for instance. I mean, besides the fact that she's incredibly pregos right now, she's she holds down our website. She's a imperative part of our system here.
Right.
We could not do it without any doubt. But then on top of that, just the like the moral support that comes with it. There you go. I'm giving my wife a shout out, and her ears must have been burning. Cheers, honey.
Yep.
But
That's
yeah,
why she
it's the
jumped on at the
moral
right
support,
time.
I think, that is as important. You know what? Like, even if you don't have skill in whatever it is that your spouse is doing in life, like, for instance, she is an avid equestrian. She's a master. She is a master with horses. I have no idea what to do with them, but I know they're really cool, and I know that if she thinks it's cool, I can most certainly hop in
Right.
there with 124% enthusiasm and say,
Right.
go, 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 go. Whatever you want to do, I want to help you do it. And if you can actually think of something for me to participate in, that would be great. But if not, you've got my full support. I love it. Get your things done, and that's the other. So even we literally just had that chat this morning. Yo, William Bartow, you legend. What's going on? But I said to Ashley, we want our baby up to obviously be happy and healthy. And so I said tonight, if you're working a pretty big shift here and it's going to be going late and you're getting tired, I want you to come home, eat some healthy dinner, and get yourself into bed. And all the while, please just encourage me to keep going, right? Because as much as I want to go and
Right.
relax or down, we have like a pile of work to do. There's nobody's gonna step in and take over for me. And so just as the man of the house, I'm saying to her, push me, and you don't even have to do anything except for relax and eat your food and get your rest. And let's bring this baby in happy and healthy with like a freshly renovated room and
Right. Right.
the furniture installed and we don't want to be like, oh, where are we gonna put our baby? Like it's like that's the last thing we're aiming for, and I'm thinking she'll
That's
freak
right.
out if that's what happens. So
I would freak out if
yeah,
it was me.
I am freaking out, but that's my role, right? You know what I mean? It's supposed to be. It's okay for me right now. It's a good thing. It means I'm aware. It means I know it's coming, right? It's like nervousness before a show. You're
Right.
only nervous if you care, right? Because if you didn't care, you'd be like,
Right.
fuck it. I don't give a shit what happens in this
Right.
show.
Oh, that's a good. That's a good point, because I tell you what, I am nervous before every show.
Because you care. That's why I like working
Yeah.
with you, bro.
Well, thanks.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Fuck yeah, man. And I was telling people actually about one of your secret therapeutic tendencies that you have before the show is to crank up what is it, Metallica, and what else you got?
Let's see. I usually start off. Let's see. How does it go? Because I've changed it up a whole bunch of times.
Yeah.
But it used to be like right now. It goes like the Who, Imminent Front. Then I throw in like a Beastie Boys, Sabotage. Maybe I throw in here lately. I've been throwing in like either Coolio or Eminem.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. I was literally to ask.
But then I always got to end just before I jump up. Got to end with "For Whom the Bell Tolls."
Yeah, that's the one.
Because it tolls for thee.
That is a good play. I was gonna ask, like, seriously, just before you started listing them off, I was like, I wonder if he's got any like DMX or Eminem or something. Because
yeah. Although
I'm
before
a
I
little
went
impartial
up
to DMX, bro.
before I went up on your show the last time, I listened to like Rush and one of my favorites, Neil Young.
Yep.
And they're Canadian, so yeah. You just got to pick. You got to pick the mood.
You definitely got to pick the mood, man. Yeah. I mean, there are, hey man, even some country tunes lately that I've been rocking that actually get me pretty amped up just to do what I do. Everybody just say no to Eminem. I feel like he's one of those controversial hot takes that you can either love him or hate him or whatever. But the thing that I enjoy about Eminem's music, even though we've got people here being like, hell no, never, not listening to it. I think because he's been around for so long and he's done such a range of talking that I hate to say it, but we all go through growing pains where we maybe made an episode we shouldn't have made, or maybe we made a track or an album we shouldn't have made, or we made a painting that we shouldn't have made, but that's art for you, right? And so art has a really strange way of speaking to people's attitudes or understanding or impressions or whatever it is, right? And so I know Eminem has over the years written certain songs that maybe he had to get to a pretty fucking wild or crazy or dark or sad place to get to, but then he took that emotion, turned it into something that has a cadence and a rhythm and a beat, and found a way to express his own angst masses. And I think that that's art right there. If we're talking about say a painting from the 17th century, or you're looking at something from way back, you don't know, that person could have been right out to lunch like that. Maybe they might have been not having a really good day when they made that painting, and that painting is now a legendary, iconic thing that we all relate to, but it came from a place of absolute disgust. You know what I mean? But it still got turned into something that we celebrate and look forward to looking at or whatever. And even with like say episodes like, you know, Joe Rogan, man, just listening to some of his stuff, you know, people go through changes. Sometimes you art, sometimes you don't, and it's okay. Like that's the beautiful thing about art, is that it might hit you at the right time in the right moment, and you can kind of suck it in and just say, damn, that, like, you know, there are some Marshall Mathers songs that absolutely fucking disgust me straight up. Like it's, that's it. But are other ones where I'm like, if he could have pulled that thought right out of my mind, wrote it down on a piece of paper, and
That
said
was
it
it.
right back to me in a perfect, like, you know what I mean? And just and it's just like, you know, you're like, oh man, you took a chunk out of my own soul and just put it to music, bro. That props for that.
Right.
And it might have been a dark, you know what I mean? Like it might have been something inside you where you were like feeling angry or feeling sad or just despair or something, and you can hear the music and you're like, and it's not even Eminem. That's not even, it's not limited just to him. You know what I mean? Growing old, like
Right.
Metallica, right? Disturbed, fucking every person that's
I
ever
listen.
made true music
I,
with their heart.
I listen to
Yeah,
Disturbed every now and then.
there you go. Like
And
that's
you
what,
know what?
yeah. Like,
As I rattle off all those, you know, you get Disturbed, Iron Maiden. You rattle
yeah.
off all those. You know, I like me some Johnny Cash. And
Oh
heck,
boy.
I will sit here in
You
front
can't
of
tell me
all
he
of
didn't
you,
have
and I will
demons,
tell you that
hey?
Elton John, Elton John was probably a genius, or is a genius, or whatever. I
Yep,
mean, because I can listen to his music even. So,
yep.
and we can even go to like the Beatles. But
There you go.
so yeah, it just all depends. Yeah, and there are some groups that, I mean, Elton John, I don't know if there's a bad song he ever wrote. I don't know. I mean,
It's funny because every Elton John song that I can think of, I probably couldn't think of the name, but you know what I mean?
but
But
you,
they've been around,
but,
they're so popular, they've been around for
but
so long.
right,
You hear it
right,
on the
kind of,
radio and you just fucking, way you go, right?
right, kind of falls in
You know what the score is when it comes on. So
like
I'm
with the
seeing Lynn.
Beatles.
Good morning, my dear. How are you? Cheers, cheers. It is very good to have you here with us. No man, like I said, like even with the Beastie Boys, man, we can't say that every artist that we ever listened to made a banger every time
Right, right,
they made something. And that's the, I think that's, again, we've talked a lot about this, you and me personally, but I think embarrassment is the price of entry, and it's also the price of success. You have
correct.
to, in order to, right, in order to make things that are successful, you probably have to make things that at first somebody might look at you and say, what the fuck is that? Or like, whoa, pause that song. No thanks. Like,
Right.
try
Well,
again.
if if you think about it, it's just like YouTube at the very beginning. I gotta flood the zone with as many videos as I can get out there, just
Yep.
so, you know, if I can get one person out of 10 to sub up to me, then I can work on it, and then I can start slowing down. And yeah. So that's
Yeah,
probably,
and
you're
like,
you're probably spot
man,
on there.
yeah, I mean, even when you're making art, you're literally just throwing your own emotions at the wall and
Right.
seeing which one sticks. Like, and hopefully it's not the one that's like your most depressing art piece. We don't want, right? And then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I guess I have to make only depressing
Oh
stuff
man.
now, right? Like,
Right.
but that was the other funny thing. We were talking about audience capture the other day, both good and bad, right? So reading comments. Um, if you read comments of either side, whether it's a good comment towards you and your content, or it's a bad comment, both of those pieces of information have their own repercussions, right? And
Right.
audience capture is a real thing, and maybe you started off your channel with a certain purpose in mind, or maybe it was a bit ambiguous when you started, but audience capture may start to lead you down a form of mission creep that you weren't necessarily intending to go on. And you know, that's, like I said, this reset that we got on our on our channel allowed us to free up and redefine what it is that we want to accomplish, right? I said, look, I think for whatever reason, good or bad, maybe we just got a little bit too far away from hydroponics. And that's the passion. That was what I
Right.
started this
Right.
for, right? That's why everybody saw me in the garden last summer. I was chilling at my Gorilla Ponics unit, which I designed and invented, and it was part of a system of a company that I own and am looking to show off and showcase. And so, with that, we had to kind of redefine, regroup, and that's a good thing. I don't know. I was talking to you about Jocko Willnick. Good, that clip that I just shared with everybody over on Discord, and that's a powerful message, right? Like, if something goes wrong, it's only perceived to have gone wrong, and
Right.
winners know that if something goes bad, it's actually just the world, like you just said about the strikes and the relocation of your energy and your assets. You just say, okay, whatever just happened, that's good, right? Like this frees
Yeah.
us up. This is letting us have a pivot in our schedule, which we maybe couldn't have got to if we continue going down road in this path, right? And so
Right.
like I as the owner of a company have to constantly see any hiccups in the road or road bumps as actual just rerouting to the path of success. And that's boom, that's how we take it
And
all. So it doesn't matter what happens, it matters how we react to it. Hell
and
yeah.
Wendy calls that buying trouble. She's like, "Why are you buying trouble?" And you think about it, you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm wasting all my resources bringing in a problem that really isn't a problem, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bring it in and make it one because
Mm-hmm.
yeah." And then you're mentioning, the universe and changing this stuff, and that's the way our channel started off. You come in, you're like, "Hey, I'm gonna get monetized. I'm gonna do all this stuff," and then the first thing you find out is, oh, the industry that you've entered in YouTube. Oh yeah, they're not gonna. You're only going to get half of it, and then eventually they just demonetize you at all at once. But what that did was for us is that changed my whole mission, because my whole mission now is to try and uplift um, smaller channels, uh, smaller growers. Right now, I'm working on projects to increase genetics. Not, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that do that because they've got a business. I don't have a business. My
Mm-hmm.
business is the community, and
Mm-hmm.
my whole intent is, yeah. So, and I owe that all to the universe and my brother THC. Got to mention THC. Yeah,
THC legend. Yeah, yeah.
because he gave
I
me so
hope he's
much
having a good morning.
confidence and helped me. So yeah, sorry about that diatribe, but
No, you're
yeah, I just
good.
wanted
Carry
everyone to
on.
know
Carry on, man.
from what you were
It's
talking about.
absolutely, dude. It's good people find you as well. I mean, when we first started our mission out here on YouTube, um, we were just walking out into the thick weeds, no pun intended. And you find real ones that you want to hang out with and can do the content that you're looking to do, i.e. you. You're right here on stage with me and met through
I appreciate it.
a very happenstance event, right? And who would have thought,
Yeah,
like, who would have thunk how it all turns out? But here we are,
yeah.
best of friends, laughing it off and like talking about how we can actually
Oh,
meet
hell
up in
yeah.
real life someday, doing bean increases together. All of the stuff that you would hope to find in a community, but it had to happen through a very strange. It's just you
Right,
and me got to
right.
chatting there one night, and it ended up going from there, which is just awesome. It shows a mutual level of respect and understanding, and it makes it very, very easy to just do work with you online here, man. Hell yeah.
Well, I appreciate it, and we need to collab a little bit and do some more things
Go start doing some skits.
and get this and get and get this thing going.
Let's get this thing going, baby.
Let's get back.
No,
Let's get
that's
back to where you were in times
sure.
three
I
or
would I
possibly
would
four.
love to do that, man. Yeah, it's all good. Honestly, it's all good because I think too the first time that like like you said earlier, yo, Stone Root, what's going on, you legend? Like you said earlier, man, it was almost like 18 months of like practice run, right? Like, yeah, hey, it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to stay, pretty hard to stay an amateur when you've had that much practice and you've got that much stuff. Now you know the rules of the game. You're to them, and you can play a little bit more applicably to what you're trying to accomplish, and even too, like you just said, the realization of you go onto YouTube in I guess say the industry that you're in, i.e. This one, the growing of our wonder plant,
Right.
You get half, maybe a quarter, or maybe an eighth of the exposure that you know ought to be garnered from, say, the content that you just published, and you know that there's something something off about that. Yo, Rick's Candle Lounge, what's going on, Top Dog?
Rick,
It's good to see y'all. Hell yeah, I saw Doob Crew roll in. Cheers, Doob. Good to have you here. Thank you so much. But like I said, when you start to realize, okay, so I'm also a multifaceted individual, as we all are, right? Specialization is for insects. So Jeff, you have a lot of skill in both being an online content creator and you're growing and being a father, and you know what I mean? There's so many things that are valued for aside from just one aspect of your life, right? And so one thing that we started to realize with our channel was like, it's hard to put even just me in a box. You can't just put a person in a box and say you're a business owner and that's it, right? Like,
don't
that's
stick baby
not,
in a corner.
you can't put no baby
Can't
in the
put
corner,
baby in
right?
the
Don't
corner.
tell anybody what they are or what they're not, because they'll just probably come to spite you for it anyways. And right, so that was where we started to realize, hey, we want to have various forms of entertainment for everybody. But I think what we realized over our last year and a half was that we had to put the different sections of content maybe into different boxes. And that will, you know what I mean? Like, if you make a carpentry reel over here for your carpentry channel, like I intend to do, and then you do, say, one for your growing channel, you'd be amazed at how the carpentry shoots off into the sunset, and the growing one might just same style, same quality, same person publishing them, but you can see, which one is accepted, promoted, pushed, whatever, and which one is just kind of, let's put this one quietly aside and hopefully nobody notices it, sort of thing. And so that was one of the other training pieces that we found over the last, and even you too, I know you guys have your backup account, and that's almost, say, a trial. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's
Right.
and yeah, it's you have to make sure that, like, as you're going through the YouTube land, you play by the rules, you understand what's going on, and then you can play different aspects of their tests and use their platform to your benefit.
And kind of like you're talking there. We when we got our second strike, we built that other channel, and we did a live over there, and then it was just like, you know what? If the universe says you're not supposed to have a big YouTube channel, then you won't, because the energy, we just didn't have it. It just wasn't the same over there, So yeah, but yeah, we got lucky, and I don't know how I got off on that, but I was looking over here. Shadow, he had because I was going to talk about Stone Root and all the great things you get to see when he comes over there on your Discord. Because I watched him up pot plants all day, and it's like, man. But
He
Shadow
does.
looks
He
like
really does. He's a fantastic grower. I love it.
Shadow had a problem with one of his tents, it looks like.
Oh, did you, Shadow? What happened? Sorry, what did I miss?
One blew apart or something.
Blown out.
Yeah.
Damn. Sorry. The room is dead. So, like, Shadow, it sounds almost like your place almost got struck by lightning or something.
Damn.
Yeah, maybe. Like, I don't get. That's one thing. I mean, around here, I've been noticing we actually unplug a lot of. Like, if I know something's coming through, I don't love to preemptively unplug everything in my grow room, but there's a lot of sensitive diagnostic equipment that cannot be jolted on and jolted off repeatedly for several hours. So it's better to just, it's coming. Just fucking yank, man. Don't worry about it. Pull it out. Let's go. We'll fix it in the morning. But the lights, obviously, you don't want to interrupt your schedule too bad, and then certainly you don't want to have the place actually directly zap because holy fuck. I think about some of the, growing old. That's an interesting chat to bring up too. I mean, if you were to actually walk through your grows and you actually, like, you know what I mean, like you could put a camera up and you could just walk around, and I bet you could have some app that just, or edit it out where it's just like, $200, $300, you know what I mean, like you could just point at each thing that you've added over the years. And like same with me, it was certainly not like I went out one day to the grow store and I got all of this stuff and I came home and I put it all together and I fired up the room and boom, it was like, no, this was like a 5-year build. Like just like anybody else, that if you're on a budget and you're on a timeline and you have to go to work like everybody else, and you're trying to get stuff done throughout your day, week, month, and year, you don't necessarily get to dedicate every waking hour and every waking penny to your grow system, right? Or your grow room or your tents or whatever you have. And it's a slow thing that happens over many, many paychecks and many, many months and years, and you build it. And then storm coming through and then you look at what's actually sitting in your rooms and you're like, it doesn't feel like it adds up, but holy fuck.
Well, like, you can think of it this way. I mean, if anybody out there's ever owned a Harley, or if you've wanted a Harley, growing is the same thing, because HD in Harley stands for $100, because everything costs $100. Having a Harley, well, back in my day, having a Harley was expensive. They're a little better now, but back in my day.
Yo, Elevated, what's going on? I see you. Cheers. No, you're so right, grown old. But listen, I feel like, okay, younger, we had a 1989 Skidoo Citation. Okay, same age as me, born in '89. Hell of a good year. It was, and the thing actually to this day will still run. I'm talking a couple primes and maybe a pull or two with the throttle. Hitting the throttle whilst pulling the recoil there. And it will go. It's an '89 absolute savage of a beauty. The undercarriage on it's all run. There's barely any bogies left. It's just tuck taped together with, it's rough. But the thing is rickety as shit, and it'll still go. Now, what I noticed as I was a young man was like those types of automobiles used to be the standard, and it wasn't necessarily like it was the most high-end shit ever, but you had something there that the family could get and enjoy. And hey, it wasn't the fastest production lineup, but it was built to last. The kids could run it, the adults could run it, and it's a fun ass time. Nowadays it seems like thing that was ever like that: ATVs, paintball guns, fucking snowmobiles, guitars, piano, literally any hobby nowadays is like, it feels like it's turned into a rich man's hobby. You know what I mean? Like all of them. They're
pricing us little guys out of everything.
Right? Like now, if you look at a side by side now compared to what they were in say 2012, even, like you just look at it and you're like, bro, this fucking side by side costs as much as like a pickup truck. Like you're like, what the fuck? Like, and then a pickup truck costs as much as a house. You're like, what?
I got a
on here. So it's like,
I got a
I hate to sound
like
like an old boy already, but fucking inflation's insane, dude.
I
can't get a new sled for under 20K in Canada. Yeah, exactly. And I'd rather have the side by side.
Rather not deal with the snow.
Oh, side by sides and all kinds of outdoors stuff. Do you already have your camper trailer out, don't you? Or are you waiting a little bit yet?
We haven't taken it anywhere. But it's in the backyard.
She's ready to rock. There.
Oh yeah, it's ready to go.
Hell yeah.
Well, I do have.
Yeah, we have to, of course, up here in Canada, we have to winterize all our shit. So it's still Still sitting
Oh,
around in the side yard there. I have to pull it all out and,
well,
and
this one,
hitch it up.
this one's still all winterized, but
Okay.
all I
Yeah, I
do
guess
there is
you guys do get a little bit of winter down there, don't you?
where I'm at. Yeah, yeah, it'll be.
You're up
Yeah,
up. That makes
we get
sense.
like 3 foot of snow, and then of course a week later it's gone. But
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's enough, but that's the thing is like it's enough to freeze the pipes. And
right,
that's where the issue lies. A lot of
right,
people that never experience that sort of stuff never really think of it. Of course, we have to run all of our engines up here in Canada with antifreeze and all of that stuff, right? Not just straight distilled water or whatever. But yeah, it is it's fun though. I mean, I enjoy the
what?
process of being able to put it away for the winter and then also going back and fixing her all up in the spring, getting it back out and getting another year of Canada.
And
It's gonna be great. Yeah, we're just
I
about
do
to.
plug in. I plug in my truck in the wintertime
Really?
too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you got a diesel, don't you?
yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's right.
mean,
Yeah.
I don't have to plug it in, but I'm old, and that's what we used to do.
Well, let's tell you what. It's nice to have.
Whenever I order a truck, I say I got to have the freeze plug, and I got to be able to
Bro, if
plug it
I
in.
could get a space heater in my truck, if that was an add-on, I mean, obviously you get the heater from the block, but I'm like, no, we need heat in there. Let's get some electrical. So he's like, I want everything hot when I come in. I want the steering wheel warm. I want my armrest warm. Like, I must be starting to be a fucking old man. I want
Yeah.
heat everything, dude.
Next,
I was like,
next, what you're gonna have is you're gonna get one of those balls. You're gonna put it on your steering wheel.
oh, dude, I had to. So that's a careless. Those are if they see you with that in Canada, you'll get a careless. They'll fucking
Oh, will
take your
you?
license on the spot.
Oh, I'll bet. Yeah.
Now,
See,
allegedly,
back in my day, you bought those and put those on your truck.
dude, and my too. I mean, allegedly on my F-250, one was installed with some wing nuts on the back of it.
Nice, like a walnut wooden.
Oh baby, tractor
Hell yeah.
ready, country boy ready. Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're handy. The funny thing about it is that if you actually know it's there and you're skilled at it, you end up using it in the place of the steering wheel, and especially for
Right.
backing in, right? Like you got it's what it is for backing in.
Right.
It's the fucking best shit ever. So
'Cause it helps you keep your arm going the right direction.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I was actually backing in the. That's funny that you mentioned the old tractor ball on the steering wheel because I was it the other day I was rolling I've shown you the rolling woodshed, right? That I built
Right.
out of a hay wagon, and so I was practicing the double hitch movement, right? Because front wheels on the hay wagon can turn at the same time as the tractor's trying to back it in. So I gotta say, shout out to all the old boys and everybody that can do multiple grain wagons at once, backing them into the barn
hell
in a
yeah.
single file like
Hell
that,
yeah.
right? Because my dad was always, oh, I used to be a back things in. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. And then I tried it the other day, and I'm like, all right, this is actually fucking super difficult. So it's
It is.
Yeah, I'm seeing some. I'm seeing some. I'd rather be a coming than a stroking. Why not do both,
Not
dude,
me.
crew?
And I tell you what, I got the best truck I ever owned was the F-250, but I've had a 450, and right now I'm driving a 350, which may be the best. Have overtaken that 250 because, this one's got all the fancy crap inside. It's once again it's my third last truck ever. You know how that goes. This is my last truck ever. until the next one.
I've said it's my last truck ever like 3 times. I should just stop assuming, right? I gotta
Right,
stop saying that.
Right.
And once, yeah, but you had Dooley 450, right? And then you went to SRW.
We did.
350?
And then we went down to the single,
yeah,
350.
Yeah. Once I
could have saved more money going to the 250, but you never know what you're going to have to pull. So
just go with the 1 ton. You're all right. Yeah, just go with the 1 ton. It's better.
Yeah.
But like, so that's funny too, because Allie and I, we both used to rock 1500s. Then I ended up getting a 250. Of course, it was just an old truck, and you do get to the point where the old trucks kind of are. You hate to say it, but you end up you put more money into it day to day than you're driving it. You're just like, this is stupid. I'm done. I have to go find a different vehicle now. And so, my F250 still sits here in the yard. It's got a bulletproof engine. I wish that all the componentry around it was as bulletproof, but there'll be some young whip dream project truck. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Like, fuck yeah. But then once we started looking and considering dualies, we went into the local dealership, and we were pricing out dualies. We went in and hopped in the Dodge 1 ton 3500 there, and beautiful truck, undoubtedly. But again, with the new diesels, with all their emission controls, and like you're really just hampering a beast of an engine, right? Like the thing's meant to work, the thing's meant to just fucking chug work down, and you can't do it. Like it's got handcuffs and a face mask on. It feels like that's what we're doing with the new diesels. So they can't breathe right. They can't, you know what I mean? They can't flex. They can't breathe right. So it's when I found this 2011 F350 dually just up the road at a local mechanic spot, and he told me the history of it, man. Hey, the old school stuff is still rocking. And like an old diesel like that is not actually that much of a change from, say, a new diesel. And in fact, it might actually have a little bit more available workforce with it. You know what I mean? They're not hampered quite so bad. So yeah, and I love it, man.
Donkey Buds, he's over talking about a 2001 GMC King Cab 5.7 liter. I owned my first diesel ever was a 1993 GMC extended cab with a long box. I towed a 26-foot fifth wheel with a 20 some odd foot boat behind that up hills in South Dakota to go camping. Yeah, that's when they made them real. Uh-oh. Did Andrew pause? Is it just me again? Will Brunell, welcome. Big Nug, haven't said hello to you today. Rain the Enchantress, welcome. I'll tell a little quick Discord story. I've been over there. I love going over there to OGGO's Discord. I mean, it's great. You got to go over there, and I don't know if you've met Dot, but holy cow, she's a whip over there.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, sorry. Guess what? My phone died.
That's why you need me, man.
That's why I need you, bro. No, that's funny because I had it.
That's why
on my DeWalt
demanded so much money.
That's right. So I had it on my DeWalt power pack there, right? But you got to make sure that the goddamn power pack has an active battery, and so I just swapped batteries. The phone is in charge back on, but hey, we always have a redundancy too. I mean, growing old, how many times now have we had mishaps on StreamYard. You and I,
Oh,
personally speaking.
it always happens. I mean, like if you're on your phone and you're showing, and then you say,
Right?
okay, I'm going to click it, because we were doing one and Wendy was showing, and then she was turning the phone off or something, and all of a sudden the music started playing because the show was over about 5 minutes into it, and it's like, oh. But I can tell you that then when you start it up again, you get a whole lot. I don't know how view math works on lives, but even that little bit of time, you'll get like 300 or 400 views, and then you get another 900 views on the other when you go back. So it's like, wow. Yeah, I don't understand the math. But yeah, that happens all the time.
Man, I don't think I've ever, like, I maybe have one out of every, say, 6 episodes is like no technical difficulties. Now, not everybody even knows that technical difficulties happen all the time, but certainly they actually do. So it's just, if you're all good, I'll bring you back here, top dog. Let's go there. Oh, just like a different angle, but I'm still here.
Yeah. One time Wendy was sitting over there, and like the L wouldn't work on her computer. So she had to shut down and restart. So I was kind of on the live alone, and then she got it working. So yeah, there's always some kind of something going on, you know?
Yeah. No, it is what it is, but it's not without its own little laughs. And certainly if we laugh at ourselves, we shouldn't be laughing at anybody else either, man. I mean, you and I probably have between us logged a lot of goddamn hours on StreamYard. And so I think the first few times that I went live, I was like nervous as hell about like technical difficulties and not being able to resolve this and that, and having a live be cut short or you know, it ends weirdly or just whatever. My phone dies, some bullshit. I've had phones overheat outside on me, right? That's an awkward one. That makes it super awkward when your phone's on and you can't do anything. You're like, come on, fucking cool off. Dip it in a bucket. Oh shit.
Yeah. Now I gotta get the rice.
So now we got to get the rice. Fuck sakes. So it's just funny now because those same things that are bound to happen. I mean, literally, my phone just died, and here we are having a little chuckle about it. Not only that, but our conversation actually, technical difficulties. So it not only did it like happen today, but we made a little chunk of content about it. So that's how we do, right? I mean, for anybody out there thinking of streaming, I know we had a couple people asking me personally yesterday about just some tips and what I've learned. And certain thing I got to tell people is when it will undoubtedly happen that StreamYard and or YouTube kind of just like F off, just roll with it. It's literally part of the program, and any other person that's ever streamed will tell you that's not even a problem. Just keep going. It gets easier the more you do it, right? Like and I would say too, any skilled person that knows anything about streaming, if you tell them about your technical difficulties, they'll like easily one up you. Like, you know what I mean? There's anybody who's spent any sort of time online, they're like, shit, you think that's bad? Let me tell you about beer. My bong.
Yeah, there you go.
I got some stories for you. I see Stone Root saying I almost melted my phone streaming a blue bonfire. Well, this is it. I mean, it's funny. It's funny to think about all the scenarios that people get into, or like, live streaming out on a boat and you're bouncing along and poof, fucking there's oh shit. It was in my hand.
Yeah. See, when we go to the Grand Canyon and stuff, a lot of times I don't like to look over, because and like if I use one of those porta potties, I don't like to look over. You don't want those to drop in,
right,
or to fall over, because then
I always feel like I'd be the one person to go out to the edge
and that's the day the edge lets go. You know what I mean? Like you're
Right.
standing right. I don't know why I always feel that way. I heard in China they did a giant glass bridge, but it actually has like a translucent LED screen in it. So when you walk over it, it goes, and you're fucking out in the middle of no. There might be, you might have to have a janitor come and
Yeah.
and help out. I'm clinging to the thing, and now there's a mess, and I'm kind of crawling towards land,
And because it's like glass or plexiglass,
yeah,
be real slippery.
right. And then on the CN Tower there in Toronto, it has the glass floor that you can go and stand on, and like you see kids, they'll walk out onto it with no fear because they have no concept of falling 1,600 feet or whatever it is. Damn. And they're just stomping on the fucking thing, right? They're loving it. Yeah, they're trying to get through it. And you're like, ugh. And watch you from over here. I gotta go. Like, sorry, kid. Leaving you with your parents. I'm out. I'm out. Yeah. Heights are for me personally. It feels like the older I've gotten, the more that the heights actually do kind of fuck with me. Unless you're in like, unless you're happening to be flying. Nothing, CD, you're still in. We'll just get you modded up. So if anything, it was because we had a new channel here, CD, so we just have to get you. That's
that's what it is.
Nothing changed at all by any means. You're just experiencing our channel here. We had to relocate there. That's all it is. We always got your back, buddy. We always got your back. Dude, what are you up to today? What do you got on the docket? I want to know what you're planning on so I can keep an eye on you over on Discord.
Harvest.
Ooh,
I'm still finishing that up.
Yeah, I was going to say how many
I got
you bring down yesterday. Like you got a tent full cleaned up or one zone?
No, I'm just working on the one big tent. Well, the tent with the big plants in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got half of the one. Can I say the name on?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
Half of the Lebanese.
Yep.
I've got chopped, and then that little small bulk, I've got that one chopped. And my whole goal with like the little one, my brother-in-law is going to come over, and I'm a disabled veteran, and he lives with and hangs out with a bunch of disabled veterans downtown.
Yep.
And what I'm going to do, because here, the state of Arizona, I'm allowed to give one plant to a person, so I'm going to give him a plant, and I'm going to give his buddy a plant, and everybody's like, ooh, how nice of you, Jeff. Well,
yeah,
you can take them home and they can clean them. And Jeff won't have to do any trimming or clipping or drying or nothing there. So
there you go. So there you go.
There's kind of a method to my madness.
Yeah, beautiful plan. Beautiful plan. Well, no, but you know what though? That's also like yes, and indeed, thank you, Jeff, for serving. We appreciate you. Says Donkey Buds, and says the rest of us too. Thank you. There's definitely method to that madness, but it's also fun because hey, everybody needs a purpose. Everybody needs something to do. And certainly if the boys are into it and they want to help you with what it is that you're doing and you feel like, you know what I mean? That's hey, why not? Why not get them in on the action? So no,
that was Wendy texted me that she's on the airplane. So
okay, right on.
She's headed to her final destination.
Perfect. I hope did she get a chance to tune in this morning at all, or did you bother to even tell her you were co-host?
Well, she knows I'm on here.
Good. Hi, Aunt Wendy. Love you. Travel safe, please.
That's
cool as fuck.
Go with her sisters and
having a good time going on a tour. That's awesome. Good for her and good for her sisters. It's good to get out and see the rest of the world, see how they're living, man. No, that's so nothing outdoor then for you. No greenhouse.
I got stuff out there. I'll just have to, once we're done here, I'll have to go out and open up the doors. Because
Yep.
what is it outside? It's
Getting there.
51 is what it says outside, and I can tell you what my greenhouse is.
Is this
66.
Pina
66
year?
degrees in
I'm
my
telling you,
greenhouse.
bro. Slowest freaking spring, and I know that it's unfortunate when I say that because what happens with a really slow spring is usually a really fast summer, right? Like it'll go from like today, man. I think yesterday, strangest weather of all. I mean, we had to say goodbye to our fur babies there last night, and it was 4 we did. Yeah, at Junior and Ebony are resting easy in a better place now. So, but yeah, it was 4 degrees outside, 4 degrees Celsius, and the wind chill was making it feel -4. It was so it was a potential for snow last night, even though it was 4 degrees Celsius. So like everything was topsy turvy. Certainly, yes, the heat that we had in our saying goodbye pyre was greatly appreciated, and we all stood nearby to say goodbye. So yeah, it was. Yes. Oh, thank you, Donkey. Thank you. Yes, they are having a blast, Lori. Yeah, we had a chat about that there last night. It's really tough to say goodbye to the fur babies, but
that makes me kind of sad. Yeah.
It's okay. We're not trying to have a sad
because I
ending to our show per se, but yeah.
Because I think about the dog that's laying in here with me while I'm on here because she won't let me come on. She's like my manager. She won't let me come on unless she's in the room.
Right.
A lot of times I lay at night thinking about her because, I mean, I feed her a lot. She's not putting on any weight. She's at that, when it gets late at night, she kind of sundowns, and you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
I've been through it a bunch of times, and it's always really, really sad. And
yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
it's a
enough of that.
Yeah, enough of that, man.
All enough of that. My eyes are getting wet, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, we'll keep your eyes dry. We'll keep my eyes dry and my voice at full volume, and exactly. All of that stuff. All I can say on that note is that we do aim to give them a beautiful life, and I know that with ours they did. They had that, and mission is accomplished. From a purely military standpoint, accomplished. We got her. We did it. Everything was done, and the after action report is in, and it is good. So it's and that's where we're at with that, man. And you know what else too? It's for our dogs that are still with us. Now they get the funneling and the emphasis of dogs worth of love into 2 dogs. Right. And not only that, but it also maybe frees up our budget just a little bit and allows us to get them maybe a little bit of meat, perhaps a little bit of enjoyment there in what they got going on. So yeah, Viking funeral indeed. So
hell yeah.
There we go. I'm seeing everybody giving us some really nice comments there. Thank you. There's Chiefin. What's up? Good day, Pete.
G'day, Andrew.
Might as well hop in here and say hi to the world. There we go. Hey, Gorilla Pete in the house.
Hey, I got an autograph from Gorilla Pete. So.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, you did. Absolutely. Yeah, I still talk to my dog every day. Damn right, Stone Root. Chiefin. Cheers, top dog. Good to see you, man. Absolutely. Yeah, we got Gorilla Pete in the house, which I think that probably means we are just about. Go. Hey, I think we'll wrap it up. The other boss is in the house, so gotta go. But here, oh yeah, I know, no rush at all. He knows what he's doing. So yeah, he'll be down there on Discord too. He might even make it into Discord before I do. So
you guys all have a good day.
Thanks.
There's Pete. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you for popping in and saying hi to everybody. Cheers, man. Cheers. Yeah, guys. So there we go. Rain saying hello. Saying hello, Pete. There's Lori. Yeah, everybody's saying hello, Pete, just so you know. It's fun around here, Jeff. We have a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
Man. Not many jobs that I've ever had like this where I got to go online, hang out with friends and family, and then also be able to manage our business
You sound,
here in the
you sound so much
manufacturing
better.
space.
I'll let. I mean, the chat can verify. I mean, I think you sound so much better
Good.
now than you did maybe like last week or something like that. You know what I mean? I think you sound so much.
Weights get lifted. You know what I mean?
You sound so much better. I mean, yeah.
For sure. I'm
make
only
that
human like everybody else. You know what I mean? And honestly, I've always reminded people on the Sunday service, life is in fact a bit of a pendulum. So, you know, no matter what you're going through, you can only go through it for so long. And that's a sad thing when you're in a good spot, but it's a good thing when you're in a bad spot.
one.
And you know what I mean? So you have to remember it on both sides of it. Of course, we try to hold on to our good moments as long as we can, and our bad ones we tend to try and run away from. But ultimately, yeah, one thing that I've learned, and especially over these last few months, growing this business out in a crazy way, doing what we have to do, it is a pendulum. There are certain things that I've dealt with, and I'm like, man, if I got to deal with this bullshit forever, I'm not gonna last forever. And then days go by and it ends. So, you know, that is life for us all, indeed, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, that's when you just gotta look back and say, hey, you know what? I can't change it. I need to accept it. You know, so just tell me accept what I can't change, and you know, give me the courage to change what I can, and then give me the wisdom to know the difference between the two.
I think there was an entire devoted just to that, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was.
It's awesome, man. Yeah, it's definitely good to take stock of all this stuff, and I appreciate you saying that I sound better. I mean, certainly we never want to be a downer for anybody while we're doing our shows, and I think life just catches up to all of us in one way or another every. But, you know, moving forward, like I said just at the start of the show, a clean and clear conscience and certainly the ability to know that one door has shut and now other ones may open, and it's all
they
good.
Always do.
Yeah, they always do. Never fails, man. Never fails. So, but on note, like I said, we've actually made it to like damn near an hour and a half already, if you can believe it. You and me jib jabbing.
And I tell you, I appreciate it, and I wouldn't mind doing it again because it was a fast hour and a half.
That was a really fast show, dude. It's put you for another one, maybe. Are you signing up for another, Uncle Jeff?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes. Good stuff. Now everybody out in the audience, what's up? Go ahead.
It all depends. I mean, I don't want to just come up and I don't want to be a hanger on or a Klingon.
Bro, this is LE limited edition timeline. You know, not our producers are out of the building, right? So we got you and me are free to freestyle here a little bit.
There you go.
You know what I mean? We're just dipping our toes into different waters and saying, hey, let's see if this one works or that one works. So D's saying, let's go. I'm really hoping that everybody out in the audience is loving this format where it's you and me chatting, because we are good friends and we have been for quite some time.
Yeah.
And it's very, very easy to talk to you about this, that, and the other. And of course, it's all related to our Wonder Plan, which is why we met in the first place. But man, there's a lot more to life than just growing that one plant. You know what I mean? Right. Chiefin, stay chiefin. We'll get you your wrench there, Chiefin. I know you'd asked about it. Of course, you are one of ours there, so we will have you wrenched up in no time. I'm just not doing it. I'm not even on the YouTube platform here. I'm chilling on StreamYard. So Chiefin, just stay. Everybody else that was wondering about it, don't worry. So yeah,
that's the way it would be if I was having a live now without
there you go. Here. That's it.
You guys would be on your own over there. It'd be
it's the Wild West when Jeff goes solo. Yeah, he don't give a fuck.
Because you got to have a sheriff. And she's like good. Yeah, she's like Roy Bean. She's the hanging judge, boy.
She's yeah, she is.
Once you've burned her patients are burned, boom, you're done.
You're gone. Yeah, no, amen to that. So I yeah, certainly both producers and our teams. Cheers to everybody. Of course, you and I are just riffing in our studios, having a good time, doing a little bit of a studio session, hanging out with Uncle Jeff. And man, I can't thank you enough for hopping in here and being my co-host on this show, dude.
No, I appreciate it. And yeah, just anytime. And we should do it again.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll do it again. Guys, I'll just talk to Jeff. We'll make a schedule that works because I don't want him saying he's working too hard here. I don't want that.
Well, no, because that would cost more money.
Yeah, exactly. Cheers, dude.
But yeah, I know you're gonna quit. So if you don't mind, I'll just say thanks to the chat, thanks to you, and then you can drop me down. And
sure, buddy.
You can move on.
Honestly, let's just end this one right here together, just as good soldiers do, man. No, there's nothing we need to say that hasn't been said already. Everybody out in the audience, you guys rock. You guys know who Uncle Jeff is. You know before you knew me. So thank you so much, dude, for chilling with us. We did make it all the way to a full hour and a half here.
It was great, man.
It was. This studio session was, in fact, brought to you by OGGO Growth Systems Incorporated. There's all our links down at the bottom there for you guys. This guy already rocks our swag big time. And if you want any, go find some, do it up, and we'll certainly appreciate you for doing that, guys. Anything else you need to see, hit us up on our website. And, of course, the email is there if you want to do a podcast, just like I guess Uncle Jeff and I just did, basically, a live podcast, but we record them.
Yeah.
Real life. They're all good. It's all the same sort of style, just having a good time while growing the community and growing our lives, I guess you would say. So cheers to you growing old and everybody out in the audience. Let's wrap this one up and get on out of here. I'll see you over on Discord for a quick smoke, sir. And we can do the other stuff that we do. All right, guys, everybody. Peace.
Go home.